Yes, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Wednesday, the 4th of March, 2020. It is 5:42 p.m. local here in Vietnam. On this video, I'm looking at my 12-hour high probability trades that I've taken some action on. The new 12-hour candle for me was approximately 42 minutes ago at 5 p.m. So I've taken some action. This is my watch list on the right here. The ones that are highlighted is what I've taken some action on. So we'll just run through those. The Aussie USD 12-hour chart, we're in a buy. Now remember, my buy is signified by the intersection of the vertical and the horizontal blue lines. My stop loss is marked by a red dashed line. Any trend lines you see, red is for bearish, green is for bullish. So we had regular bullish divergence, took this buy, high risk trade into the trend. Now the MACD platinum, which is this bottom indicator on the last candle, basically got to the zero level, went through the zero level. For me, that's a warning signal. Now I'm starting to look for sell trades. So what I've done is closed half my trade. You can read my notes, pause the video, closed half and set a stop at 65649 where that red line is. So it gave me a small profit of $10.36, which has been added to my overall profit to date. So it's Aussie USD. As soon as we go through the zero level, looking to take some action. Can't lose on that buy trade, which is good. I'll do the USD Japanese yen first because the Kiwi's a bit involved. All right, I'm in a sell trade up here. Again, you can read my notes. Sell trades are taken on the intersection of the red vertical and horizontal line, which was here. So it's the open of this candle after the red QMP filter dot. So we took it and we went down nicely. Already closed out. You can read my notes. Already closed out half. And now I've moved my stop down to 108.732, which is this red dotted line here. The reason why is the MACD Platinum's a long way below the zero level and there's now been a green dot on the MACD Platinum. So I'm now looking for buys, potential buys on this pair. The reason for the grey line is I just use that as a warning and I put it somewhere where there's a green dot there. So it's a warning to me, just gives me a bit of a heads up. So we're in a good sell there, locking in profit, can't lose on that trade. New Zealand USD. Now, bear with me. Pause the video, read my notes. This is a bit messy, a bit confusing. Start off with the first things. There's a lot of trades happening here. This blue trend line. It's just, if I draw a blue trend line, it just generally means just a general trend line, something that's caught my eye. In this case, I drew this one down across the highs down here, looking for a break to the upside. Now, that break has happened on the last candle. So you can, as I keep on saying, read my notes. So I'm in three sequences here. So the first one was a buy, started on this trade. So normally it works from the top down and across. So I had a buy, then I took a hedge sell, took a second buy, which is that one, 0.664712. Then here I've taken a hedge sell. And at the same time, because the MACD Platinum's above the zero level, I started a new sequence. So there's another sell. So there's my the hedge sell, 63965. And here's my second sequence, 63965. So this went down and this trade, I'm talking about the second sequence trade, went through the zero level. So I already closed half of that and I'll set a stop and my stop's just below my entry level. So this trade by itself is already being dealt with basically. I can't lose on that. I've made a little bit of profit and I've got a stop in place just below the entry level. So I can't lose on that trade. So then there was another buy signal back down below the zero level. So not only is this a third buy, which is this 63410, it was also the start of a new sequence, pretty close, 63416. I just couldn't get on quick enough. So this buy trade is the third buy on the initial sequence, and it's also the start of a new sequence, a third sequence. So there's another buy here. Now, This is when I drew this trend line across here, had a break of that trend line. So instead of taking another buy in this initial sequence, so I don't want to push my luck, all I did was take a second buy in this third sequence here. So you can see I've just got 2 buy trades on. It's a bit of a high risk way of looking at things because I've only got trades in the same direction. And you can read my notes there. There's a buy at 62973 on a trend line break. So this gives me a heap of trades, all these trades here. If I put them all together, my overall break even for every trade is at that level there, 63580, which is this middle yellow line. So any yellow dashed lines are break even levels. So if price gets up to there, I can close all trades and I'll be overall break even. The break even just for the third sequence is at 63084, which is his bottom line. So it doesn't have to go far for these trades to make some profit. Just push up a little bit higher. And my overall break even for the first sequence is 64016, which is this, I think it's that top line there. Is that right? I'll double check that. I don't know if it should be right. I'll double check that though, but it'll be, so there's 3 different break even levels. The important one's the middle one. That's the overall break even. Everything else after that. So if this pushes up through and it might roll over again, I could look at taking a 4 sequence, etc. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I'm continually trading, trying to pick off profits in these sequences. So this first sequence hasn't gone to plan, but the second one did, and I've already taken some profit there, and I've locked in, I can't lose on that. Then I've started a third sequence in here. The reason I took this trend line break is the buy signal was here. There was no, even though there's a red dot on the MACD Platinum, there was no red dot on the QMP filter to give me a hedge trade. So the price has gone against me. This buy signal is still valid. So by drawing that line down there, I know the MACD Platinum is very close to the 0 level. And it's not very good, so it takes away one of the tools in my arsenal, but it's still a valid break of that trend line, and hopefully can push up and get us some pips there. Middle yellow line, that's the important one. All right, hopefully that made sense. That's the 12-hour high probability charts. Thanks for watching. If you do like these videos, please subscribe or at least hit the like button. And remember, all these results are shared to a shared spreadsheet on Google Drive, and the link to that spreadsheet is in the video description. All right, guys, have a good night and be careful. I think Canadian interest rates are out tonight sometime also. Cheers.